And how long have you been sober? Jan to Zoom user.
Zoom user is Nikki from the UK.
Okay, what's your first name?
Nikki,
Oh, Nikki. Okay, good. And how long are you sober?
5 days.
5 days. Nikki, is it?
It is.
Okay, good. Welcome aboard. Becca from Colorado. Hey, Becca, how are you? Are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? Well, we know
I
that.
am. I'm from Colorado, and let's see, this is my second day sober.
2 days. Okay. Welcome aboard. You're in the right meeting. Molly G. We have interesting names here today. Molly G. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Where are you calling from? How long are you
I'm
sober?
calling from Johnstown, and I was coming up on 20 years in July, or I'm sorry, I was coming up on 20 years in September, and I relapsed in July, and I just came back. It's been 2.5 weeks.
Okay, so you're at Johnstown 2.5 weeks. Isn't that sort of weird? You have 20 years sober and then we go back out and drink. What happened to you there?
You know, I've been beating myself up over it, and I was at a in-person on New Year's Eve, and I said, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. And one man said, cunning, baffling, powerful, and simply said, you're an alcoholic. What's there to get? And I can't say that anything happened. I just followed through with it.
So I have a question. So were you going to meetings when you relapsed or not?
Nope.
When's the last time you went to a meeting?
I went to meetings probably about my first 3 years of sobriety. I was going like twice a day.
Oh yeah.
Then life took over, and I had like 16 and a half years of no meetings, quality sobriety. I was happy, but I was unprepared when July rolled around and I relapsed. I just wasn't prepared.
Was it the 4th of July weekend kind of thing or what?
It was, but it wasn't even that. It was we were
Yeah.
with some friends, and it just that old feeling of stop and get something for you. And I just kept it in my tent, and I did what I did years ago. I kept it in secret.
Well, listen, welcome to Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop. You were totally in the right place, so
Thank
glad
you.
you're here. Yeah, you're welcome. Here's another Zoom user. The whole family's in here today. Hey, are you here for AA? Where are you calling from? How long have you been sober?
Me?
Yep.
Yes, my name is Michael Thomas. I've been sober since I got out, I've been sober now for 2 years.
Okay. And where are you calling from today?
Houston, Texas.
Houston. Michael, Houston, 2 years. Welcome aboard. Autumn, how you doing, Autumn? Hey, how many days do you have now?
I have 5 days.
5 days. Glad you're here. BLT. All we need is somebody by the name of Hamburger Mary, and that'll cinch it. You ever hear of Hamburger Mary, Matt?
No, but I've heard of a BLT. It's a great sandwich.
Yeah,
Where are you calling from, and how long are you sober?
it's actually Bricklayer Tom. I'm in Baltimore, and I just celebrated 29 years sober.
29 years sober. Now we just had a lady come in who had 20 years and decided to go back drinking on 4th of July weekend. That's always a mistake, but glad you're here, Tom. Good to see you. Sean E. Hey, Sean. Hi, how are you? Are you here for AA, and where are you calling from today?
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, Sean Alcoholic. I'm here for AA. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, and I got 449 days.
449. How about that? Good. Put St. Louis up. Yeah, you did. Good. We like to know where people are calling from. It's always fun. Hey, Ellie. Hi, how are you? Where are you calling from, and how long have you been sober? You're here for AA, right? Jan to Ellie. How are you?
Hi, I'm from Sacramento, California, and I've been sober for over like 8 months.
8 months in
Yeah.
California. Glad
Yeah.
you're here. Didn't we just talk to Becca? I thought we just got her information of that, didn't we? Becca. So, no,
Yeah,
Becca.
Cal.
What's that?
Yeah, sorry, I'm using my phone and accidentally exited out of it, my bad.
Well, where are you calling from? Oh, how long are you sober?
Colorado, 2 days. I had 9 months about 2 years ago, and then now I'm just deciding to get back into it, I guess.
I always love it when people qualify. I had 2 years and then, well, we know what happened because you're in newcomer slipper step workshop. People don't come here because, hey, things are going great in AA, and I think except for like the guy from Baltimore, but no, it's Joe. Joe's in Boston. Hey, Joe, how are you? And how many days sober are you? Let's change our
47.
47 days. That's how many years I have.
Yeah,
Believe
I
it.
know. I was just thinking you need to update your thing.
All right, I'll update my thing. Where the hell is it here? Rename. Yeah, thank you. Tell me that. Yeah, I just had a AA anniversary. Like Efren Lucero. Hey, Efren, how are you? Where are you calling from, and how long have you been sober?
I'm calling from Ohio, but I live in California.
Okay, and how long have you been sober?
This will be my 5th day.
5th day. Okay, so perfect. What? He didn't say Long Island.
Right now I'm in Canton, Ohio, but I live in Pittsburgh, California.
Okay, so let's fix that. No, he's not in Long Island. All right. There you go. Emmanuel. Hey, Emmanuel, how are you? And where are you calling from? How long have you been sober? Yep, go ahead.
I'm calling from Dallas, and I've been sober for over 39 days.
39 days, Dallas. Glad you're here. Christina S. Hey, Christina. Hi, how are you? You're here for AA. Where are you calling from, and how long have you been sober?
I have been sober for 7 days and I'm calling from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
7 days. Glad you're here. Here is Chris. Hey, Chris. Hi, how are you? Where are you calling from, and how long have you been sober?
I'm Jacksonville. I've been sober 8 years.
Jacksonville. 8 years sober. Glad you're here. Sean. Hi, how are you? Where are you calling from? How long have you been sober? Jan to Sean. If you could come in, please talk to me for a sec. Everybody has to talk to me in here, or otherwise we assume you're a Zoom bomber and we kick you out. So Sean, if you can unmute, and come on in, talk to me. Tell me where you're calling from, how long you've been sober. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
This is Sean. I'm sorry, I'm in a respiratory treatment right now. 25 days, California.
25 days, you're in California, and what's your first name?
Sean.
Oh, it is Sean, okay. And you're in a residential treatment center?
No, I'm in the hospital.
Oh, you're in the hospital, okay. For alcoholism or what?
Let me get back to you, please.
Yeah. Okay. That
Well, what part of I'm having respiratory treatment? Don't you
nobody
understand?
ever gets back to me. Famous last words. I'll come to the meeting tomorrow, or I'll quit tomorrow. Hey, Nancy, hi, how are you? Are you here for AA, and where are you calling from? Jan to Nancy, come on in, talk to me. Are you here for AA? Let's talk to Zach. Hey, Zach, how are you? Where are you calling from? How long are you sober?
Calling in from California. Good to go see you guys again.
Good. And how long are you sober?
Just recently crossed the 10-month mark.
10-month. Okay, cool. Glad you're here.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Hello. Nancy. Nancy. Lisa R in Houston. Hi, how are you? Hey, how long are you sober now, Lisa? Jan to Lisa.
Hello, I'm Lisa, and I've been sober right at 128 days.
128 days. Were you? And you're in Houston. Okay. Glad you're here. Nancy. How about you, Rebecca? How many days are you sober?
Hi, Rebecca Alcoholic. I've been sober 137 days.
137. Nancy. Hey, Lisa, how are you? How are you doing? I already made our co-host. Cool. All right. Matt, if you would care to read everything, and Sam, if you can put everything up in chat for people to read, and Matt will let you do the reading for today. Matt's gonna, and then Lisa, if you can start admitting, and we'll let Sam change names, maybe. You guys have to email the new people, ask them where they're from, how long they've been sober, are they here for AA? And Matt, I'm gonna also turn on, let's see, what do we have here? Okay, turn your profile pictures on, bam, there you go. And you can also start your video, and Lisa, keep your eye, oh, there it is, that's a Zoom bomb right there, this fucking guy. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to remove him, but I can't get him out of here. There. Okay. An asshole. All right, okay, we got everybody. Hang on here for a second. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just, I'm just gonna keep the videos off. Okay, okay, Matt, over to you.
Okay, thanks. Matt Alcoholic, welcome to Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. If you're new to AA or coming back, this meeting is for you. This group is exactly what the name says, a workshop. We read 5 AA books, work the steps, sponsor you, give writing and reading assignments. We'll teach you an AA program. We move right along here and people get well here. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop is a step workshop. Unlike most AA meetings, it's not a speaker's meeting nor a discussion meeting. It's more like a class, AA 101, AA University. You want to have the attitude of learning, do the assigned reading and writing on the steps. We'll take you through the steps and AA books in short order. So if you're looking for guidance and direction in an AA program, this meeting is for you. Security for Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. We use the waiting room. When you come in, we ask your first name, last initial, country or city, and how long you've been sober. We have chat turned off. You can chat with the host or co-hosts. Unmute is turned off. Cameras and pictures are turned off at the beginning of each meeting. We turn them on later. We don't exchange phone numbers. You can get the number of the host for text and support. Here's our email for meeting confirmation. stepworkshop1@gmail.com. This is good for school, class, work, probation, court orders, etc. And there's a link to the meeting in chat. We do all of the above for safety reasons since everyone's new here and we want to protect you. Zoom bombers try to get in and the above eliminates them. You'll notice this is a step workshop and not a speakers or discussion meeting. It's like a class, AA 101, AA University. It's a very unique meeting since we use the same principles AA used between 1932 and 1939. Everybody works in the group and moves through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. Glad you could make it. Announcements. AA in this meeting is supported by our own contributions to Seventh Traditions. You can make donations to @Jan-Scott and Venmo. Contributions go to pay for Zoom, and we make monthly donations to Boulder 1 AA and Boulder County AA. We spend about $250 a month. This group meets daily with the following formats. Monday's step meeting, 12 and 12, Meme Monday. Tuesday, Big Book, T-shirt Tuesday, AA inspired as preferred. Wednesday, as Bill sees it, Sunglass Wednesday. Thursday, Came to Believe, Dog Thursday. Friday's open, Chair picks the topic, and it's Cat Friday. Saturday, Living Sober, Virtual Background Day. And today, Sunday, Daily Reflections, Fashion Sunday. Please join me in the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. AA Preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We're self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. There's a link to the newcomers packet in chat. And for newcomers, come to our meeting for 5 days and see how you like it, and then we'll put you to work. Please introduce yourself as an alcoholic when speaking. With that, back to you, Jan, in the studio.
Okay, so let's see here. We got a few more people here. You guys can change your name to first name, city you're calling from, how long you're sober. If you would, and if you don't, we're going to kick you out because we're trying to get rid of Zoom bombers. Zoom bombers are kids that come into meetings, try to blow them up. So, hey, Tony, where are you calling from? How long have you been sober?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm Tony C. I'm an alcoholic from Champaign, Urbana. I've got 6.5 years and 26 days.
Oh, yeah, cool. All right, man. Glad you're here. Welcome aboard. Let's see. Andrea, can you change your name or? So did you get that, Matt? You got to fix Tony's. Let's keep going here, guys. Sylvia, hi, how are you? Are you here for AA and how long have you been sober?
Hi, my name is Sylvia. I'm an alcoholic. I've been in the program since 1989 and I've recently slipped.
Okay, so how long are you sober?
Now about 5 or 6 days.
Okay,
6
5
days
or
maybe.
6 days. And where are
Yeah.
you calling? Where are you calling
Canada.
from?
Canada.
You're in Canada. So
Yeah.
did you have did you have any time before that?
Yes, I was 35 years before that, sober.
Really? We just had a lady come and she said she had 20 years. And what made you go back out and start drinking again?
I don't know. I know that I'm back here again to find out why I did that after 35 years of sobriety. Continuous sobriety.
Were you going to meetings?
No, the last, I would say 5 or 6 years, I didn't go to meetings.
No.
And
I think
I moved country from one country to the other. So I got out of my rhythm, got out of my, going to my regular AA meetings. I was living in Austria at the time. And my AA meetings was religious, like Tuesdays.
you were living in Austria.
Yeah.
Wow, what the heck were you doing there?
I was married to my husband there.
Oh, okay. And
I got over that, not to worry.
hey, listen, I have a question. Oh, I never liked him. But listen, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, do you know why Austrians are nervous?
I don't know why they're nervous now.
That you'd be nervous too if you lived next to Germany.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, glad you're here. Welcome aboard. Amy, hey Amy, hi, how are you? That's a really bad joke, I know it. Hey Amy. So are you here for AA and where are you calling from? How long are you sober?
I am. I didn't know I was going to be called on. I'm feeling the urge to go drink. I haven't been drunk since November 8th of 2021. But
2021 or 22?
22.
Okay, so that would be, let's see, 23, 24. So you have like 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. And where are you? Where are you calling from? Are you in the United States?
Yes.
Okay, well, there you go. We'll just put down USA, 2 years.
USA. Okay.
Listen, kid, you're in the right meeting, because this is called Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop.
Yeah. I was attracted by the slippers.
You have entered the zone. You know what I mean? This is like, you know how you listen to those sports talk stations? This is like AA talk. It's
okay.
like AA sports talk. You are in the right place, I assure you.
Great.
Yeah, miracles happen in this place. All right. Missy Bama. Oh, come on. This could not possibly. Okay. So Lisa, get ready for this one. Missy, hi, how are you? Are you here for AA? And where are you calling from? Jan to Missy.
Me?
Hi, are you here for AA and where are you calling from? How long are you sober?
Yes, I'm here for AA. Um, I didn't hear the other question that you asked. I'm sorry.
How long are you sober and where are you calling from?
I've been sober for, I gotta check on my app so I don't lie. I've been sober for 6 months and 8 days.
All right. And where are you calling from?
From Louisville, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Welcome aboard, Ryan. So how long are you sober now, Ryan?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Johnstown, Colorado.
Congratulations. All right. Do we get everybody here, Matt? I can't hear you or see you.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, very good. There you go. So, now what's today? Sunday, right? We were going to read, where did we leave off in Daily Reflections? Does anybody know? And were we going to start on, I think we were going to start on January 1st, right? Yeah, 1st through the 7th. So let's put a link to that up, please. And anybody that has the book, raise your hand. Let's see here. And if you guys could, I'm going to turn your video on again and your pictures. And Matt, keep your eyes on this. Excuse me, on the room. So your video's on now, and you can turn your video on. And I think, right? Yeah, should be able to. Yeah. And your pictures, no, here you turn pictures on. And just keep your eyes, co-hosts or hosts for Zoom bombers. So put the date up that we're reading, please. And what pages they are. So if you click on this Daily Reflections link, it'll start you on January 1st. And we're going to read the first 7 days. We read Daily Reflections in this group every Sunday. Kind of a fun prayer book. Okay, so raise your hand to read. See, down here is the raise your hand thing. Okay, go ahead, Lori. You're going to start with January 1st.
All right. This one, I'm Lori, I'm an alcoholic. This one's called I Am a Miracle. The central fact of our lives today is the absolute certainty that our Creator has entered into our hearts and lives in a way which is indeed miraculous. He has commenced to accomplish those things for us which we could never do by ourselves. This is from Alcoholics Anonymous, page 25. This truly is a fact in my life today and a real miracle. I always believed in God, but could never put that belief meaningfully into my life. Today, because of Alcoholics Anonymous, I now trust and rely on God as I understand Him. I'm sober today because of that. Learning to trust and rely on God was something I could never have done alone. I now believe in miracles because I am one.
So, oh, there you go. Okay. Who's next to, could you unmute the next person, please? Go ahead and read January 2nd.
Hi, I'm Joe. I'm an alcoholic.
Joe.
January 2nd. First, the foundation. Is sobriety all that we can expect of a spiritual awakening? No, sobriety is only a bare beginning, as Bill sees it, page 8. Practicing the AA program is like building a house. First, I had to pour a big, thick concrete slab on which to erect the house. That, to me, was the equivalent of stopping drinking. But it's pretty uncomfortable living on a concrete slab, unprotected and exposed to the heat, cold, wind, and rain. So I built a room on the slab by starting to practice the program. The first room was rickety because I wasn't used to the work. But as time passed, as I practiced the program, I learned to build better rooms. The more I practiced and the more I built, the more comfortable and happy was the home I now have to live in.
Okay, perfect. Hey, Sam, would you just keep unmuting? the next person. Do the
Hi,
unmuting.
Rebecca, alcoholic, January 3rd, powerlessness. We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable. 12 Steps, 12 Traditions, page 21. It is no coincidence that the very first step mentions powerlessness. An admission of personal powerlessness over alcohol is a cornerstone of the foundation of recovery. I've learned that I do not have the power and control I once thought I had. I'm powerless over what people think about me. I'm powerless over having just missed the bus. I'm powerless over how other people work or don't work. The steps. But I've also learned I'm not powerless over some things. I'm not powerless over my attitudes. I'm not powerless over negativity. I am not powerless over assuming responsibility for my own recovery. I have the power to exert a positive influence on myself, my loved ones, and the world in which I live.
All right, thank you.
Oh,
Let's go.
all right. Let's see.
You're doing what day now? The 4th, right? Yeah. Okay. Do you see it?
Yeah. So that'll be begin where you are.
You got it.
January 1st. We feel that elimination of our drinking is but a beginning. A much more important demonstration of our principles lies before us in our respective homes, occupation, and affairs. Alcoholics Anonymous, P19. It's unusually pretty easy for me to be pleasant to the people in a AA setting. While I am working to stay sober, I'm celebrating with my fellow AA our common release from the hell of drinking. It's often not so hard to spread glad tidings to my old and new friends in the program. At home, or at work, though it can be different story, it is a situation arising in both of those areas that the little day-to-day frustration are most evident, and where it can be tough to smile or reach out with a kind word or a attentive ear. It's outside the AA rooms that I face the real test, the effectiveness of walk through the AA 12 steps. Yeah, that's true.
All right, thank you.
I'll go next. Sam, grateful alcoholic. Total acceptance, January 5th. He cannot picture life without alcohol. Someday he will be unable to imagine life either with alcohol or without it. Then he will know loneliness, such as few do. He will be at the jumping off place. He will wish for the end. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 152. Only an alcoholic can understand the exact meaning of a statement like this one. The double standard that held me captive as an active alcoholic also filled me with terror and confusion. If I don't get a drink, I'm going to die, competed with, if I continue drinking, it's going to kill me. Both compulsive thoughts pushed me ever closer to the bottom. That bottom produced a total acceptance of my alcoholism, with no reservations whatsoever. And one day that was absolutely essential for my recovery. It was a dilemma unlike anything I'd ever faced, but as I found out later on, a necessary one if I was to succeed in this program. Thank you.
All right.
All right, I can go. This is January 6th, the victory of surrender. We perceive that only through utter defeat are we able to take our first steps towards liberation and strength. Our admissions of personal powerlessness finally turn out to be firm bedrock upon which happy and purposeful lives may be built. This is from 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 21. When alcohol influenced every facet of my life, when bottles became the symbol of all my self-indulgence and permissiveness, when I came to realize that, by myself, I could do nothing to overcome the power of alcohol, I realized I had no recourse except surrender. In surrender, I found victory. Victory over my selfish self-indulgence, victory over my stubborn resistance to life as it was given to me. When I stopped fighting anybody or anything, I started on the path to sobriety, serenity, and peace.
All right, who's going to read the 7th, January 7th?
Yeah, Sean.
January 7th.
7th.
Who has their hand up? Do it. Call on.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, I got it, guys. January 7th. At the turning point, half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 59. Every day I stand at turning points. My thoughts and actions can propel me toward growth or turn me down the road to old habits and to booze. Sometimes turning points are beginnings, is when I decide to start praising instead of condemning someone, or when I begin to ask for help instead of going it alone. At other times, turning points are endings, such as when I can clear, when I see clearly the need to stop festering resentments or crippling self-seeking. Many shortcomings tempt me daily. Therefore, I also have daily opportunities to become aware of them. In one form or another, many of my character defects appear daily. Condemnation, anger, running away, being prideful, wanting to get even, or acting out of grandiosity. Attempting half measures to eliminate these defects merely paralyze my efforts to change. It is only when I ask God for help with complete abandon that I become willing and able to change.
Wow. All right. Hey, thank you for reading. Thanks everybody for reading. Hey, I'm Jann Alcoholic. So welcome everybody to Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. And interesting. So when we read daily reflections, so like in the first month of the year, if you notice through the reading, they focus both on the first step and on the first tradition. The other thing is, for those of you who are new, this is Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. We're AA 101, AA University. We are an AA class. No kidding. Yep. And what we do here is we will hand deliver to you an AA program. Would you mute everybody, please? Put some unmuted. They can hear them. So we hand over to you, we hand deliver to you an AA program when we teach you the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. We take you through all the 12 steps. So what is Alcoholics Anonymous? It's a 12-step process, teaches you how to live your life without drinking. You know, when you go to therapy and the therapist says, well, therapy is a process. Well, so is AA. No, yes. What kind of process is it? It's a 12-step process, teaches you how to live your life without drinking. That's what it is, simply put. So the first 100 members of AA, which started in 1932, the year Prohibition ended and America got back to drinking and America went crazy. We started Alcoholics Anonymous, and they had groups just like this, and they created this 12-step process, and they all did it together. And 80% to 100% of them all stayed sober, and they lived their lives sober forever. So they had 80% success rate between 1932 and 1939. But now, in 2025, Alcoholics Anonymous has about a 10% success rate. Why is that? Okay, why is that, Matt? Why is it? Why do we only have a 10% success rate?
Because they're not following the 12 steps. They don't
What are
do
they
the
doing?
12 steps.
What are they
They
doing?
talk about their cat.
They talk about their cats. That's right. What the hell happened to Alcoholics Anonymous? You come into a meeting and says, I don't know, my cat doesn't love me anymore. And that's not Alcoholics Anonymous. So we have Cat Friday. On Friday, you get to come in here and talk about your cats. We do not have boyfriend any day devoted to boyfriends or girlfriends, because all we'd fucking hear about would be my boyfriend or my ex-husband, my ex-wife, or my boss. None of it's about that. It's about this 12-step process, how to live your life without drinking. But for people that have an obsession with dogs, we have Dog Thursday. And we do what they did in 1932, Jeff. We take everybody through the 12-step process, and people get well here. You have 39 years. There's a bunch of old timers. Why the heck do you come to this meeting? 39 years. You don't need this meeting, do you? Or you have to unmute. You're muted. You're muted. You are totally muted. There you go.
Yes, Jeff, alcoholic, South Florida.
Hey.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Jen. Yes, I do, because
Yep.
I always need to embrace more, learn more, and embrace more of the 12 steps, because I want to give it away to keep it. And the best way I can know how to give it away is to keep working with the steps and the readings, and we're all together. And what I heard today, I learned some things about, these things crop. Sometimes my old alcoholic thoughts jump up, like grandiosity or negativity or fear, yeah, it happens. But so this is very necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, I get accused of being grandiose all the time. Like, to which I reply, I am not. I don't know. Yeah. So we do the 12-step process in here. What we recommend, if you're new and you haven't hung up yet, come here for 5 days, which would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we will put you to work. We give, you ready? Reading assignments, and we give writing assignments. We have 7 books that we read. Would you put up all 7 books and where people can buy them? And then we sponsor you. So you say, I need a sponsor. You got one right here. Instant. We're a one-stop shop. Nobody teaches me anything when I go to AA meetings. I know. That's why people come here. Because you go to an AA meeting, you sit down, and the first thing you hear is somebody's talking about their cat. It's like, oh, I didn't come here for that. So we will help you out with that. Now, what else do we do? Yeah, we'll take you through all 12 steps. We'll teach you a basic AA program. We will give you reading assignments and writing assignments, take you through the whole 12-step process. And I guarantee you, in about a month and a half, your life will turn right around. 2 weeks. You come here every day for 2 weeks and do what we tell you. Your whole life will turn around. You'll be like, oh my God, I feel great. And if you don't, you get a refund. Okay, Jeff? We'll refund your misery. That's not funny. Okay, where the heck are we here? So let's go to assignments. All right. So Joe in Boston, you had an assignment which was saying the help prayer.
Yes.
Did you do it?
I did.
Okay, well, how'd it go?
I guess it went okay. It's a tough week for it.
Well, that's only in your head. You realize that, right?
That it's a tough week, or it's a tough week.
Yeah,
for
that it's a
it?
tough week. Yeah. We make
Okay.
all of that up. I mean, if you got your arm cut off by a chainsaw, that would be a tough week. Anything else? Probably not. Maybe if you got shot. So you're walking down the street in Boston and somebody shot you and you had a bullet wound in your leg, that would be a tough week. So how did the help prayer go?
It probably will go okay.
You're not doing it, are you?
I am.
Are you praying?
Yeah.
Are you reading? Have you read anything in any of the literature?
Yes, I've been doing a lot of reading.
Like what?
I'm in the stories right now.
Well, so the last we talked, you were on step 9. Is that correct?
Yes.
And are you reading a 8-page 86?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't believe you.
No,
Are you,
well, I know where the page number is.
are,
I have
are
to,
you writing? Are you doing a 10th step every day? Writing down?
10th step every day?
Yeah, fuck yeah, page 84. 84 to 88. That's the way through all your sorrow, incidentally. Is pages 84 through 88, doing the reading and doing the writing on those pages every day. The problem is we get stuck inside of our sorrow and we stay there. The way to bust out of it is read pages 84 through 88 and do it right now while you're sitting there, and take out a pen and write down what it tells you to do and get back to me.
Okay.
All right, do it. Yep. Nikki, just you hang on, or Missy, hang on. We'll get back to you toward the end of the meeting. We're doing classroom work right now. All right, Naaman, how are you? What are you working on? What's your latest?
Naaman, grateful to be a recovering alcoholic. I'm doing the letters of amends, and also like asking for help.
Made direct amends to such people wherever possible. All right. So have you made any amends to anybody?
I have not. I've still been working on the letters. And I just a list of people. I have 2 left to go.
Are you going to call them or write them?
I'm going to call them, and then I'm going to send out, or I'm just going to burn a couple of the letters. One, two, when it doesn't, when it might make things.
Why? Because they've passed away. Oh, they're impossible.
No, they're just they're 10 years out of my life, and
well, I would not burn them if they're alive.
Oh, okay.
I would keep them up, put them in what's called a God box, and you
Okay.
can pray for them. Do you have a prayer list of people you pray for?
I don't have a prayer list yet. I have the amends list so far.
Well, start a prayer list. A prayer list would be people, you put it next to your cross or your Gohonzon or your Buddhist whatever. And then you have a list of people that you pray for every day that ask God to take care of them. You put them in God's hands. Some people call it a God box. I like to call it a prayer list. So try that, work on it. Let's see here. Daryl in Nova Scotia. So are you back sober again yet, or how are we doing?
Hi, Daryl, alcoholic, Nova Scotia. Working on day 1 again.
All right, good.
Yeah.
And
I'm not-
have you read
I am
anything
not-
in the big book yet?
Pardon me?
Well, did we give you an assignment to work on anything in the read anything in the big book?
No, you have not.
Well, I want you, how about this? Read the preface and the 4 forewords for tomorrow and give me 5 takeaways. The preface and the 4 forewords, give me 5 takeaways.
Preface and the 4 forwards.
Yeah. Read those and write down 5 takeaways.
5 takeaways. I will do that, Jan. John. Sorry.
Yeah, no, Jan is good in Canada. United States, it's Jan. Canada, it's Jan. Europe, it's Jan. I've lived in all those places. I lived in Europe for 3 years, worked there. I didn't know what my name was half the time. All right. Thank you. I'm going to go to Jeff. Jeff, would you give us an explanation, please, of the first step? Since it's January 1st, we have a lot of new people in here and a lot of people who are slipping. What the heck does the first step mean? Over to you.
Jeff, alcoholic, South Florida. It's so important. That's the only one we have to do perfectly. And I didn't do it perfectly when I came in. I beg anybody out there not to do the way I did. It means we admit that we're powerless over alcohol, and then that our life is unmanageable. But of course it's unmanageable. But admit that we're powerless. No going back on that. And at meetings like this, people are sharing how they've screwed up sometimes, or why this is so important. The total understanding, the total surrender surrender to win. You just, that's it. Don't try and negotiate that in your mind. Never, 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 please. Yes, Jeff Alcoholic.
Why? Why do we have to do that?
Because if we, Jeff Alcoholic, because if we don't, we will slip. We will say, well, you know something? We'll do like I did. We'll say, I got 45 days. Instead of saying I've got 45 God-given days, I should be, I'm powerless. I said I got 45 days. I've learned a lot, or 2 months, whatever it was, in AA. I think I can drink again. I won't fall for the old pitfalls that I used to fall for. I've learned to do it. No. Just say
I
I am
need a
powerless.
drink. I deserve a drink.
And
It's
I
been
know
a
how to
rough
drink.
week.
Yeah. Oh.
I need a gin and tonic. It's cold outside. I need brandy.
And I know how to do it this time. Wrong. No,
Yeah,
I am powerless, guy. I'm powerless. Yes.
I'm only going to have some
Right.
Powerless over alcohol. Our lives become
Yes.
unmanageable. Okay, good. Hey, thank you for that.
Yes, thank you for asking.
Oh, no, you're welcome. Yeah. Sam, what are you working on? Hi, how are you?
Hey there, Jan. Been on the 10, 11, and 12, primarily going through the daily reflections, going over all my affirmations. I have a journal running every night where I obviously review everything I went through the day, all my resentments, all my fears, and I've been praying on the daily to essentially to my higher power, to God, in order to stay sober, stay on the right path, and not to slip or to be tempted to slip.
Perfect. How's it going? How's life?
It's going beautifully. Obviously I've already explained it many times. I'll say it again. Due to my surgery, my ACL surgery, I am, unable to go
That's
anywhere
right.
for
You're
the next.
rehabbing with surgery at home.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
correct.
I am immobile, non-ambulatory, for another 2 weeks at least. So yeah, I can't get drinks, which has been a godsend. Shocking, right? Tore my ACL, thinking I'm ruined, my career is over. But no, God's watching over me. It was literally higher powers playing right
Thank you.
into what I needed.
Perfect. So notice somebody put up here the who did it? It was somebody put up the first step. Thank you, Matt. Matt put up the instructions for the first step.
Oh, Sam did.
What's that?
No, Sam did.
Whoever. They look the same to me. Both have the name co-host. What do I know? Snowy backgrounds. I can't tell anything. So the thing we haven't talked about here, Matt, and I would appreciate it if you would write this down verbatim. Have a prayer list. Are you a fast typer? Who's the fast typer? Lisa, are you? Yeah, okay, Lisa, you type this in. Have a prayer list. Pray for everyone in your life and ask that God take care of them. Visualize yourself handing the person over to God. So have a prayer list. Some people call it a God box, but I like to say have a prayer list you keep next to your bed, next to your daily reflections, and have people that you pray for, not just the people that you hate, but the people who, that you love and care about. So have a prayer list. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Let's go to Matt. What are you working on, Matt?
I'm an alcoholic. I'm working on steps 10 through 12. Read the daily reflection every morning. Take 15 minutes or so, sort of meditate, do the morning prayer, sort of set my to-do list for the day, what I want to get done, or as I say, like set the table, get my mind clear. Doing service work here, and really at this point, also trying to make this a lifestyle or a permanent thing going forward. Sobriety, and like Jeff said, and I realized that over like the holidays, you have to admit you're powerless over alcohol, because if you don't, you're going to open the window for your mind to start saying, maybe I could do this, maybe I could do that. So, you're just powerless, and don't even try it, because you're going to go right down the same path. So I'm just trying to keep that in my head, powerless.
Yes. Do you know that with 47 years sober, I'm fairly protective of my sobriety. You're going to be damn pressed to find me down at the Boulderado Hotel on New Year's Eve, where they have a band playing and You pay $150, you get free drinks. I'm fucking not going to that. I don't go to those places. I don't go to bars and hang out. I don't care what it is. If I go to a wedding, and they're drinking, I'm probably, I mean, if I know people and they're AA people, I'll hang out. But I'm leaving when the heavy hitters start. If I happen to go to an AA party and they have alcohol added and the heavy hitters come in and they start tipping up a pint of whiskey at 9:30 at night on a Saturday night, I'm gone. So one of my rules is I go early and I leave early. I don't owe anybody anything. I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't have to prove I can take this. No, I'm like, I'll tell you something, Matt and Sam and Jeff and everybody else. I tried to do that when I was drinking. I used to go, I'm just going to go in here and I'll have a few drinks. I'm not going to get hammered. And bam, I'd be hammered every single time. Or I had such a problem, I couldn't walk down Pearl Street in Boulder, which is the one lined with bars. I would have to walk down Pearl Street from my house to go to the AA meeting. And before I got halfway down there, I would be in a bar drinking. I'd miss the meeting. I'd be drunk. So you know what they told me in AA, Matt? You know what they told me?
Take a cab.
No,
Don't go.
no,
Pray.
no. They told me to walk down Spruce Street, not Pearl. Don't walk down Pearl Street, dummy. I'm like, whoa, okay. So, anyways. No, Missy, we'll get back to you in a while. So, we're doing classroom work. Lori, how about you? What are you working on?
Well, I've made 3 amends with family. They all went well.
Did you say they went south?
No, very well.
Very well. Okay.
Yep. And I
Tell
started.
us about one.
One was my daughter-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking daily back during this period where I caused harm for her, and didn't go to their wedding. My son and my daughter-in-law didn't go to their wedding, and she's been resentful to me ever since. And she's seen me drunk so many times, it's bad. But anyway, I made amends to her, explained that I was in AA, and working.
How did it go?
And she gave me a hug and told me that the past is the past, and she's going by what's going on now. So.
All right, let me tell you a story. So my son got married, 2008. So he gets out of the Marine Corps, graduates from University of Colorado. He gets out of the Marine Corps, 2004, immediately goes to the University of Colorado, graduates from there, goes on vacation in Colombia to visit one of his Marine friends at the embassy in Colombia. He meets an American girl who is 12 years older than him, and he marries her on the beach in Panama. I don't think Noriega was still in power, but in and then they get then they're going to have a big wedding and a big celebration and all of that. It's in California, and he says, "Well, we want you to come and everything." And I'm like, "So what's the deal?" I said, "Well, we rented this beautiful place. There's an open bar and that." I said, "Open bar?" He said, "Yeah, we put up a lot of different gins and I said, "I'm not fucking going to something like that." Well, dude, you don't have to, And I'm like, "No, I don't." But just the vision of it, we've picked out a bunch of tequilas, vodkas, rums, big resort. And I'm like, I don't think so. So I told him, I said, I'll come by Skype. Okay, this was before Zoom. They were hugely insulted. So his brother goes and other people, and they all get drunk. And everybody's wasted. They all tell me like, "Oh my God, it was a huge drunk fest for 3 days." And I'm like, now I'm really glad I didn't go. And do I owe an apology? Hell no. No, they want be mad at me? Go right ahead. I don't go. Jeff, I don't go even with 47 years sober. I really don't go to places step one, I don't go to places that I don't feel safe. Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. There you go. I don't go to places that you can unmute. I'm
Jeff Alcoholics Authority, yes. We must do that. Now, I have one thing that still haunts, that comes up once in a while in my mind. I say, well, thank goodness I did the right thing. I had 5 days sober after I had gone out twice for 1 day each on this God-given program. And I hit my bottom. 5 days sober when there was an event that I was supposed to go to. It was a reunion. As a matter of fact, it was being sponsored by of all my drinking friends and the older folks that drank too. They happened to be the people that were my benefactors that educated me and everything. I didn't go. They couldn't understand. Well, I had 5 days and I wasn't sober enough to put it in perspective. What happened was I've learned those are my dues. Because they never understood this. They died soon shortly thereafter. I wasn't sober enough, to really to express it to them.
Jeff,
Now we're sober. You can say, yeah.
At 47 years, I am not sober enough to put a big
Okay,
drink
good
fest
point.
in
Yeah, good point.
perspective. I can't go there and say, "Oh, I'm going to be fun." You know what happens? All the red flags go up, and so
Right.
hell no, I won't go.
But you're excuse me, Jeff Alcohol, but you're sober and you're telling all of us that. That's what's important. You know why, and you can express it. Why?
That's why I have 47 years.
Right.
All the sons of bitches that slip, they decide, I could go there, and they go right there and they fall off the goddamn cliff into the big alcohol vat. Well, I've had enough of that shit in my life to last forever. Some people say, well, that's pretty inconsiderate. It is, but I'm alive.
You're alive.
You know what I'm saying, Jeff?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I hope everybody understands that. You don't miss up your chance.
Put your
Everybody who's coming in.
sobriety first.
Yes.
Put your sobriety first.
Everything else will work out.
Uno.
Everything else will work out. Yeah.
Let's go up and talk to Joe and see how she's doing on her 10th and 11th step. Did you read it, Joe? And did you write things down, girl?
I did about today.
Okay. And what did you come up with? Hit me up. What are your findings on your 10th and 11th step?
Today I do not think I was selfish. I don't think I was very selfish. It's tricky.
Keep going.
What?
Keep going. Good.
Okay. What I want, I'm also looking at in the perspective of others, and I actually think that I am putting the others first in what I want. For example, I have to deal with a custody arrangement, and instead of just sitting there thinking, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? I sat down with my daughter and asked her what she wants.
Good.
And I really looked at it from her perspective.
All right, keep praying and keep reading. Good job. I'm glad you're working it. Nobody said it was easy. Rebecca, over to you. What are you working on? Oh, can you not unmute?
Hi, Rebecca Alcoholic. I'm working daily on steps 10 through 12. I like going back to step 1, realizing I need to be the passenger because I always like being the driver. And today I drove my car as the driver, and just keep it to the car. It was fantastic. I had such a great time, but I got to shift over to that passenger side because I'm not normally.
Do you have a driver's license?
Sorry?
Do you have a driver's license?
Yeah, I've never lost it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, perfect. So
can't-
you're working on 10 and 11 every day, right?
And 12.
All right, perfect. Lisa, go. How about you? Sorry.
Hi, Lisa, alcoholic, 147 days. I continue to work on, steps 10, 11, and 12 and try to do some service work. and I think I've mentioned this before, I'm finding that these steps are just helping me get through everyday problems, even outside of alcohol, but I'm also trying to use these steps, not so much for alcohol, but to try to have others notice that there's a higher power or some things are out of our hands, and trying to help others just try to take things head on, bulls, horns of the bull and run with it, and just try to make less of an issue of everything too.
Do you,
And
do you see what we've been talking about here earlier today? That there's no way in hell we can go back and pick up that first drink.
Mhm,
It's never going to solve anything.
mhm.
It is a trap.
Are you saying this because I just got invited to a wedding
No,
in,
I didn't know that, but
in Punta Cana? So
well,
I'm
I mean,
sitting
you
here
can
going,
you can go to a wedding, but what I always, go with somebody who's sober and go early and leave early, especially the reception. If you get there and the drinking's starting in and you're like, fuck this, you just get in your car, take your car. What is it? Is the wedding across the country or something or what?
yeah, it's in Punta Cana. It's
Where's that?
on the
Where
beach
where?
in Punta Cana.
I have no idea where that is.
Is that Dominican Republic? It's a nice sunny beach away from
Who
all
are
the
you
snow.
talking
So
to?
my daughter,
Oh yeah, and is she going with you?
I was gonna be her plus one, so she'll keep
Is
me
she
under
getting married
control,
or
that's for
something or what?
sure.
Is your daughter
She's
getting
not
married?
getting married. What's that?
Who's getting married?
A friend of hers that I'm close with.
Oh my
So she
God.
wants me to be her plus one, and she'll keep me under
Wait, is
control.
this
I
in
know.
Mexico? Where the hell is this?
Where's Punta Cana?
It's
Dominican Republic?
Oh,
Dominican Republic.
Dominican
Yeah.
Republic. Jesus, they
Yeah.
drink like fish down there. That's a terrible place to go for a wedding.
But
You know,
it's
I was
sunny
like,
and warm and beachy.
no, it is. Holy crap. Are you crazy?
I just have to stay away from the young people.
Well, the thing is, you could get on, what some people do is they'll get on this meeting or they'll get on the 24-hour international meeting, or they'll go to some meetings if there are meetings in the Dominican. How long are you going to be there?
I haven't committed yet, but it's not until April for May.
Yeah.
Like 5
okay.
days, 5 nights, I mean.
Not April yet. Yeah. I know the routine. Okay, good. Glad you're here. Hey, Autumn, how are you? 5 days. So you've got 5 days, huh? What's your latest reading and writing assignment? Turn your audio up too.
I'm Autumn. I'm an alcoholic, and my latest reading was The Doctor's Opinion.
Okay, what were your 5 takeaways on it?
About the men reacting to it as an allergy rather than a moral deficiency.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay, good. Read Bill's story for tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a question for you. How old are you?
I'm 31.
31. You've been coming to this meeting right along, haven't you?
Yes.
You're doing the whole 5 days plus. So what's your drinking story? What the heck happened to you that you're coming to AA?
I went to college when I was 18, and within 2 weeks I was drinking a handle of vodka every couple days. And so it's just been on and off since I was 18.
Sounds like a classic college story. That happened to me. I didn't even know what a handle of vodka was until I got to college. You know that, Matt? So really, did you feel like a freak for drinking that much, or did you just find everybody else that drank the way you did?
No, I felt like a freak.
Yeah, I found everybody else that drank like me. So now here you are. How do you like this meeting?
I like it a lot.
Yeah, all right. Because we're real, right?
Right.
Do you have a cat?
Yes.
And did you bring him to the Friday meeting?
I didn't. She was around here somewhere.
Oh, okay, well, you wait till next Friday. All right.
Okay.
He's like, the guy's a lunatic. What is he talking about? Do I have a cat? Do you have a cat? Okay. Uh, we're rolling along here. Let's see, who did I miss? Okay, Missy in Kentucky, you had your hand up a bunch of times. So how are you liking today's meeting, kid?
I actually liked it a lot.
Okay.
This is my first time into this meeting, and I'm actually in a long-term sober living facility right now, and I wasn't able to go to an in-person meeting because it's snowing really bad outside today. So there's
And Kentucky, you're in Kentucky and it's snowing in Kentucky?
yes, I am in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, and it's snowing pretty bad, and a lot of things
Well,
are
listen, so you're welcome to come. Here's the deal. Come for 5 days in a row, if you can, see how you like it, and we'll put you to work.
that's actually
that's it. You can come and then we'll teach you a basic AA program right here. Also put up, please, the email address. Anybody that needs email confirmation, you can write to us at this email. All right, Sean in St. Louis, 449 days. How are you liking today's meeting? This is the part where we go to everybody who's new in the meeting.
Hey guys, Sean, alcoholic. I am liking it. I like the whole classroom setting. I like how everybody shares. I'm just visiting today. I would like to get a schedule of your upcoming meetings. Maybe you have it on the chat. I didn't look yet, but if you guys, somebody can post that, that'd be
We're going
great.
to put up a link in chat to this meeting, okay?
Okay.
No, that's not it. Put a link up to the meeting, and then we're here every day, same time, 4 o'clock Mountain Time, might be 5 o'clock St. Louis time.
It's 6. Yeah, it's 5 o'clock start time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But grateful to
And-
be here. Yeah, you guys do a great job of hosting this thing.
all
So,
right, great.
well, let
We
somebody
are here.
else.
Listen, we're here every day. We never shut down. Same time, same bat channel. There it is right there. There's the Zoom link. It's called Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. Michael, Houston, 2 years. How are you liking today's meeting?
It's very good. I appreciate hearing the stories, and it's a good class.
All right. And so you're welcome to come too. We're here every day, same bat time, same bat channel. The link's right down there. If you need verification, confirmation on this meeting, the email is right there too. Put that up again. It's a Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. Nikki in the United Kingdom. So Nikki, did we give you an assignment?
Yes, my assignment I've completed was to return this evening.
Was what? Oh yeah. Okay, good. So do you have a big book?
So this is my third evening of no sleep.
Well, listen to me.
Midnight here.
Do you have a big book?
No.
Oh, you don't? Why not?
Well, I looked at some online. I don't even know where to get one from.
Do you have any money?
Well, not much, but how much are they?
Okay, well, like when you were drinking, what did you drink?
Prosecco.
And how much does that cost a bottle?
$11.
$11. Well, that's exactly how much a big book costs.
Well, that's perfect then. I'm going to Leeds.
So it's 11 euro. Get a big book. That's your next assignment. Order it online or go to the used bookstore and get a big book. Efren, 5 days. Have we talked to her yet? Efren, how are you? And do you have, how do you like today's meeting?
I like it so far.
Well, that's good. All right. You're welcome to come too. We're here every day, 7 days a week, 20, whatever. Molly, how are you, Molly? How have you liked today's meeting at all?
I did. I'm happy to be here. I'm always happy to hear from anybody that has anything to say. I stepped away and I dug out I have a big book, workbook, and I put.
Okay, listen, you're welcome to come. We're here every day. Come for 5 days in a row if you think you like this meeting, or to find out if you like it, and then we'll put you to work. We talked to Autumn. Okay, good, Autumn. Ellie in Sacramento. How are you? And how about you? How did you like today's meeting? Anything?
Me?
from
Yeah.
Sacramento.
Hi. How'd you like
Hi.
today's meeting? Yeah.
I liked it very much. I'm not on here for like proof of attendance, but I need it for a new liver so I can get on the transplant list.
Oh, are you in the hospital now?
No, I'm actually out right now, but I could be going in at any time to get a new liver. So
Get a
I'm
new-
like
we've had-
active, but I'm not.
We've had probably a dozen or so people who came to this meeting over the past 7 years seeking transplants and in the hospital getting one and all of that. So anyway, we're welcome to come. We're here. Have you been to AA before?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to get that proof of attendance. So
How to get what? Proof of attendance?
yeah, because they
All
want
do you see our email? Do you
yeah.
see our email there? He just put it up. It's right there in chat. Put it up again, guys. Write to us at stepworkshop1@gmail. Stepworkshop1@gmail. And write to us and ask for meeting confirmation, and we'll send you meeting confirmation. How about that?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, just do that. And if you want to, you're welcome to come. We're here every day, same time. We're here. We start at 3 o'clock your time.
All right, sounds
Every
good.
day. And then there's a link to the meeting. Do you see the link to the meeting that they put up in chat? No.
No.
Put the link to the meeting up again, please. Okay. So come every day. So
Okay.
you're gonna need this when you go in the hospital for your transplant. Let's see here. Did we talk to Emmanuel yet? No. Okay. See how Matt reacts really fast. Okay, Emmanuel, how are you like today's meeting?
I actually liked it. I appreciated everybody for sharing, and I could show a lot of sympathy. So, I feel like it's actually it's like a life lesson for me.
Oh, isn't it? That's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's why we're here every day. Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. Christina in Philly, how about you? How'd you like today's meeting?
I did really enjoy it. I enjoyed listening to everybody's stories, and it it relates to myself in so much way, shape, or form, little bits by little bits.
Hey, have you been to AA before?
I have not. My best friend that I helped get sober 15 years ago actually took me to my first meeting last night.
So here you are at this meeting, and you're welcome to come if you want to.
Today's my third meeting.
Well, here's the deal. If you come here every day, see how you like it, we will put you to work. We'll teach you a basic AA program. We'll sponsor you. And voila, you get the whole thing. Let's see. Wow. Shelby in Boise, Idaho. Hey, Shelby, how did you like today's meeting? How are you doing? You're working on day one, huh?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, it's just, first day, so I'm hoping it lasts, and it's 5 o'clock here, so
Have you
it
been
seems
to
like
AA?
time's going by a lot slower today.
Have you been to AA before?
No.
Oh, is this your first AA meeting ever?
I have been on one other Zoom one,
Yeah.
but I didn't, I didn't stay sober, so.
Well, there's the link. You're welcome to come. My suggestion to you and anybody else who's new is come here for 5 days. So that would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Come for 5 days, see how you like it. And then if you like it, we'll put you to work. But that's my suggestion to anybody who's new in here today. Amy, she's in the United States of America. As compared to Canada, say, or Germany.
I liked the meeting.
Yeah.
I can't be here every day at 5 because I have to work.
Really, you have a job?
Yeah, I do.
You're one of the few people. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm glad you're here, and you feel better now that you're here.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's helpful just to listen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Glad you could make it, and you're welcome to come at any time. Joseph, 2.5 years. Did I call in Joseph yet? Matt, no. How'd you like today's meeting, Joseph?
Oh, it was excellent. Joe, alcoholic.
Oh, Joe, how are you?
Good.
show up early and then we'll make you a co-host and then we can do a training this week sometime.
Okay.
Oh, really? You like this? So you've been coming to this meeting for 2.5 years. What do you like about this meeting, Joe?
I like it because you kind of make people do stuff, Jan. You don't just let them sit around and listen. But it works.
Yep.
It works. So it was Jan actually making me do things when I didn't want to do them. That got me to do the steps and really take it seriously and get sober and stay sober, which has been awesome.
Yeah, because alcohol will kick our ass.
And it'll tell you things that just aren't true.
Right.
It's funny that
yeah,
way.
that's what because we're kind of on step 1 today. That is so true. We have to, the big book says, tough on ourselves, easy on others. And that's where we have to be tough on ourselves. It's like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to that situation. Or, oh, you're going for drinks after work. Nah, it's okay, I'll pass. I'm going to the 5:30 AA meeting. All right, Joe, glad you're here. Ryan in Johnstown, what was your last assignment, Ryan? I know we're running late, but I want to get to everybody today.
On Friday, we discussed, I had read the doctor's opinions and then the 5 kind of the takeaways I had come up with. You didn't assign me anything else
Well,
on
did you,
Friday.
okay, oh, I didn't. You told me what your 5 takeaways were, right? Or some of them.
Yeah, we discussed some
read
of them.
Bill's story for tomorrow.
Okay.
Or the next day. Okay, good. Glad you're here. How are you doing? Good? You all right?
Great. Wonderful.
Glad you're here. Matthew, 1 day sober. Hey, Matthew, how'd you like today's meeting?
Well, it was good. This is my first AA meeting.
Ever?
Ever. So.
Well, here's the deal. You're welcome to come. We're here every day, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the detox takes a bit, about 5 days to detox from alcohol. But so are you ready to quit? I guess you are.
Absolutely.
All right, come back tomorrow. We'll be here. Harry Berto, what are you working on? How are you? How many days?
How's it going? Reading page 86 and reading daily reflections every day.
He's in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
how many days?
How
many days sober?
148.
Oh, good. We read 7 days worth of daily reflections today. Did you hear all that? Or no?
No, I was here at the end. I was helping my mom. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I read today's though. So
okay, hit me up.
Yeah, just talked about that they can't picture their life without alcohol, and then we can't imagine it with or without it. And then one day we're at the jump off point till we wish for the end, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could kind of relate to that because when I started getting really bad, like into drinking, I started kind of getting even. I don't think I ever told my mom, but like to myself in my head, I started getting like kind of suicidal and stuff. I was like, I don't like my life and stuff like that, and I would just tell myself that.
They call alcoholism indirect suicide.
Yeah.
Alcoholism is indirect suicide. Suicide on the installment plan. That's what it is. It takes over and then it wants to kill us. And you started coming here a couple of years ago, right? Could you tell everybody what happened?
A little over 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
What happened to you? Why'd you start coming here?
Well, I didn't have a choice. I almost died. I started drinking when I was in high school, but like at high school parties and stuff. But it got really bad when I turned about 22. I had problems at home, at work, with my girlfriend, on the street, and then I ended up moving in with my dad in Watts, California, and then I lost my job. My best friend died. My girlfriend cheated on me and broke up with me. And my dog died. And then I started drinking heavily and doing drugs heavily and selling drugs and getting into fights, shooting at people. I probably should have been dead a long time ago, but I'm still here. And then I kept drinking off and on. like that, but the last run I had, I just went at it hard, and I started getting sick from drinking. In order to feel good, I would have to drink even more. So I just kept the pattern going, and next thing I know, I'm waking up for at least a week and a half, 2 weeks at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning every day, and drinking up until 9, 10 o'clock at night every day, just drunk. And it got so bad I started shaking and sweating, and my mom wanted me to stop drinking one morning. It was 5 o'clock in the morning, and I was hammered already. And she's all crying, telling me in Spanish, like, "Oh, stop drinking, if not, you're gonna die," and stuff. And I'm trying to obey her wish or whatever, and so I stopped drinking, but I probably shouldn't have, because I started shaking and sweating a lot. And come like 7 o'clock at night, it got really bad, and I had to call my brother, and he took me to the hospital, and they had to inject me 4 times with I don't know what kind of liquid, just to slow down my heart rate and everything, because I was shaking and sweating, and I came close to dying. I remember I was laying in the hospital bed, and I just so happened to look over at my brother like this, and he just went like this, like, yeah, this close, dude.
Oh my God.
I mean, he was watching the whole thing right there. I'm out on the bed shaking and stuff. My legs were shaking. Like, it was bad.
And you grew up in LA. You went to
Yeah.
high school in LA, huh? And you had a football career ahead of you out of high school, huh?
Yeah, well, I was a starting wide receiver. I'm a little guy, but I was pretty good. And we went 12-1 that season, our senior year. We lost the championship game, but I always did good in high school, and I always had good grades in sports and stuff. But I mean, I just partying with my friends, I guess, got to me, and partying with coworkers and stuff. I mean,
That's the
it happened.
story of us. That's the story of alcoholism. All right. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you. I really
All right, no
appreciate
problem.
you sharing that. Stacy, let's hear from you. How are you? What are you working on? How'd you like today's meeting?
Hey, Stacy Alcoholic. I love today's meeting because I got interrupted by a text from my lawyer that my probation's officially over. So that's exciting.
So does that
But
mean you're going to leave the meeting now forever? Like everybody else who
No.
gets off probation in here, they just fucking leave the meeting. They send me a fuck you letter. Jan, they send a letter. They say, Jan, fuck you and fuck your cat. I'm out of here.
No,
Every time
no.
everybody gets off probation, it's like, hasta luego. How do you say that?
See, but AA wasn't a condition of my probation. I chose
that's
to come here willingly.
Okay.
And I love it. So I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be here every day. I'm
Hasta
not
la
even thinking
bye-bye.
about it.
How do you say that in Spanish, Cherry Berto? Hasta luego. Hasta
Hasta
something.
luego.
Hasta luego. Okay. All right. We get everybody? All right. Okay. So you want to read the promises there, Matt?
Sure. Mad Alcoholic. These are the promises on page 83 of the Big Book. If we're painstaking about this phase of our development, we'll be amazed before we are halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We'll not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We'll comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we'll see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We'll lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We'll intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We'll suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They're being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They'll always materialize if we work for them.
All right, perfect. Here comes the serenity prayer. It goes like this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay, so this meeting is officially over. And if anybody has any questions about AA or hang on for a minute, how do I turn this thing off?